Hey guys, this is James with Rogue Duelist Trade. Thanks for coming back. We're going to do another discussion today. It's going to be for another product that's going to be coming out in March. Well, as you guys know, Ignition Assault came out recently. Probably one of the biggest cards to mention is Lightning Storm. Now, Lightning Storm is a card that's being played in almost every single type of competitive deck that you could possibly think of. It can destroy back row, can destroy your opponent's monsters on the field. Most notable for its back row destruction, it's practically a Harpy's Feather Duster. That is probably the most expensive card in the set, and Ignition Assault Special Edition, again, is coming out in March. Now, is this something that we should be investing and putting our money into? I'm going to cut to the chase right now and tell you in the beginning of the video, I don't think so. It's not a set that I'll be investing my money in. I think there's a lot better product that's coming out in the next few months that we should be putting our money that we'll probably get more return for. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you guys have seen my last video, we talked about Secret Slayers. We've developed a model to basically help us figure out whether or not it's worth our money to invest in that set. So this model is just basically a whole bunch of different measures that I came up with and just putting a score for each of those measures and then kind of having a total calculated score to figure out what's the overall score for the set. So we're going to do that again with Special Edition Ignition Assault, and we're going to use that same methodology to figure out should we invest in it. Before we get into it, I just want to summarize again what this channel is about. Rogue Duelist Trade is about, I'm starting a journey of starting a side business in Yu-Gi-Oh! I work a full-time corporate job, I have a small family, and I happen to love and have a passion for Yu-Gi-Oh! I've wanted to do something more entrepreneurial, and I decided that I wanted to take my passion and take my entrepreneurial desire and kind of merge those things together by starting a side business, which is buying and selling Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, guys, I'm gonna admit it, I don't know everything. I haven't even gotten my first case of product yet. I'm still figuring this out. But I want you guys to go ahead and follow just my journey of starting a side business with Yu-Gi-Oh!, going into vending, and kind of making mistakes, learning from them, and then also making wins and learning from those too, and trying to capitalize on those wins and make more of them. If you guys like content like this, and if you guys want to continue following my journey, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get updates whenever I upload a new video. Honestly, I'm more interested to see, is this something that you guys care to see? I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's doing a side business with Yu-Gi-Oh! Or has a desire to do it. So why not watch and learn from me? And guys, comment down below. Give me some tips, give me some thoughts. You think I'm not doing something correctly, or I'm making wrong assumptions in some areas? Please let me know. If anything, you're going to be helping me, and I'll make sure to take that information to help you as well. Let's go ahead and get into Special Edition Ignition Assault. So I think this one's going to be easier for us to measure because we can measure with the exact set in first edition form, which is Ignition Assault, to what's coming. So for this, I would like to look specifically at the buyouts for the current set and the value for the current set. So I think that's something that we can go through right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just skip the prismatic rares. Now that's one downside against this set already, is that there is no prismatic rares. So without that, I feel that makes this set even less worth our while. So starting with Lightning Storm, now guys, this would be the only card that you would want to be seeing in every single box is Lightning Storm. The likelihood of that happening is not even possible. So Lightning Storm is a $140 card right now, and there's a problem. So when one card is worth this much, that means that the overall value for the other cards within the set is not going to be as high. There's not going to be as many high dollar cards because all the money in this set is kind of going into this one card. And this card was already very short printed in Ignition Assault, the actual set, and I would assume it's probably going to be short printed again. I'm kind of early on into this, so I'm going to take the side of precaution and assume it's going to be a high risk of getting it. So looking at the next card that has higher value is Gizmet Kaku at $28, or like almost 30 bucks. Now if you're going from a $140 card to a $30 card, I immediately want to go to like Legendary Duelist Magical Hero. So you look at Magician Souls, That card at the time was about $130 when the set first came out. After that, you had Liquid Soldier, which was at $60. After that, you had the Dark Magicians, which was at $30. And then you had cards from like $10 to $8, etc., etc. There's more higher value cards that you could pull. In this, you're going from 140 down to 30 immediately. And then after that, you're going down to 20 with Ignister Island. I mean, and then Cross Sheep's at 15 bucks. The secondary market is selling this for $13 for the special edition, when you can get that at your local Walmart for $9.99. But going here, Whitebeard's $8, and you have a lot of $8, $7 cards. Redbeard looks like he's climbing to 10, and then you start dropping from there. I mean, it's great to have like a variety of like $8 cards. I'd rather that be like a variety of like $20 cards versus all the money being in Lightning Storm, because you have to get that Lightning Storm. And if you don't get enough Lightning Storms, I mean, if you bought a case of the special editions and you don't pull like 3 Lightning Storms or more, you'll probably at least break even, or even if you end up making money from adding the value of all the cards, it's not going to be that crazy. And if from my perspective, I want to at least double my investment if I'm going to invest in a product, and I'm just not seeing that here. But I'm probably getting too ahead of myself. So I'm scoring this a 3, which is medium. I wouldn't say it's high, I wouldn't say it's low. I feel the value it's just all baked in 1 card, maybe 2 if you look at Gizmek. So I'm putting that as a 3. Consumer hype on social media, it's not really that great. I've looked on Facebook and I'm not really seeing a lot of excitement for this. And honestly, special editions in the past seem like they're just kind of flops. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what, I put 3 and I'm gonna put 2. I feel like it's low, honestly. It really is. Multiple chase cards, again, I put that as a 2, it's low. I mean, you have Lightning Storm, Gizmek's okay if you see it. You'd rather see Lightning Storm. So I'm putting that as a 2. I wouldn't say it's very low, but it's definitely low. Meta relevant now, I'm putting a 4. That's being carried by Lightning Storm. I mean, I could almost put that as a 3 because you're putting all of your eggs in the basket of Lightning Storm. But I think 4 is fair because Lightning Storm is probably one of the most meta relevant cards for every single deck. I mean, with that card alone, it's a 5. But being dispersed within the set, I mean, it's such a strong card, it kind of carries the set to a 4. So looking at product value and cost, like one example is looking at Dual Overload. You're spending $30 to get 6 packs, so you're paying $5 a pack. So you're paying practically $1 a card because I believe it's only 5 cards per pack. That's pretty high. And to me, the product value, like the cost for what you're spending for the value of the product, most of those cards are probably not going to be worth $1. There's going to be a lot of cards that are worth way more than $1. But in that example, your cost per card is pretty high. For here, I'm putting that as a medium. I mean, honestly, if you just went and bought cases of the first edition Ignition Assault, you're going to be spending less dollars per card. So to me, the product value is a little bit higher in just regular box sets. With this, it's a bit lower because you actually have to spend a little bit more just to get 3 packs a box. So I'm putting this as a medium. It's not bad. If you buy in bulk, it kind of evens out a little bit. Collector value and fan favorite anime support. You know what? I'm actually going to change this one to a 5 because of the Ad Ignisters. I'm actually a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Link Vrains. I really enjoyed that anime. If I was able to get a hold of the core set of Ad Ignisters, I would totally build it just for fun because I really enjoyed the show. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So because there is a core set for Ad Ignisters inside Ignition Assault in general, I mean, you'd probably give a 5 for the initial set as well, for the actual release for the box set. So I think that's worthy of giving a 5. Reprint value and rarity bumps. Again, this is a reprint of an already made set. So I'm just putting this as a 3 because it's not like Lightning Storm is being reprinted in a different set that's not Ignition Assault and amongst other cards. So I'm putting this as a 3. Influencer hype, I honestly could not find many videos talking specifically about this set. Now you will see a video because of the video that I'm posting. And the only one I could find was by, I believe it's Master Swag King. He called all the other special edition sets a flop and has anticipation for this one being a flop. So I put that as a 3. There's really not a lot of information out there. The only information that isn't really great, but I'm at least giving it a medium. I'm trying to give some grace for this product. Now, meta relevance and future potential. This one I put as a 5. Plunder Patrol is a TCG exclusive, and there's going to be a lot more cards coming out for it. There's a lot of promise in Plunder Patrol. It actually has very interesting effects that you can go and bring out monsters from your extra deck without following the normal procedures to bring out those types of monsters. I mean, there's a lot of conversation about Plunder Patrol having a lot of promise. Instead of investing probably in Ignition Assault in this or in the special edition set, probably pick up some of those Plunder Patrols if you guys want to wait the long game and wait it out. I want to get my return faster and use that money and reinvest it. So that's my personal preference. And if you guys want to kind of like hold it in for the long term like you're holding stocks, like go ahead, by all means. I think Plunder Patrol is probably a really safe investment. Once there's going to be more support coming for that later down the road, the value of the current Plunder Patrols are going to go up. It's probably going to be definitely higher than what it is right now. So it's safe. The total score came out to a 63%, and I actually adjusted some of the scores and kind of gave it a little more grace in some other areas, but 63% to me is low. And again, I mean, you know, I made this model, so, you know, I haven't really plugged in enough information yet to see how this model performs to what's real, but I would want to be seeing a higher number than a 63%. 63% is just not high enough. So I am not going to be investing in the special edition box set for Ignition Assault. What do you guys think? Are you guys still gonna invest in this? Do you see there being a higher reason to do it? Are you really banking on pulling those lightning storms? I don't know, I think it's a little too risky. And again, this is a risk model, and I feel having all of your eggs in lightning storm is just not enough. I want to have some diversity in the product and the cards that are in the set. I want to have more options to help me make my money back. And with it just being lightning storm, I've done it before where if I'm just like chasing after a particular card and I'll just go and buy a box and I don't get it, it's like, damn, I might as well have just bought the card. I don't think I'm gonna do that for this, guys. I'm really happy about some of the investments I made. Go ahead and watch my Eternity Code video. I bought a case and a half. I'm really excited about that. I feel we're gonna make that money back. The only problem is I have to wait 2 months. The great thing about Ignition Assault Special Edition is this is like March, which is just in a couple weeks. Secret Slayers is in about a month. What do you think? Leave comments down below. Let me know if you think that I'm completely missing out on a great opportunity, if you guys are going and investing in this, if you agree with me, disagree with me. I really want to know what you think. I will take your feedback. I appreciate constructive criticism. You know, guys, for me, it's like I'm really tying a passion for a game that I enjoy and love since I was a kid and helping make that into a business. I'm enjoying this, and I hope to see that it's going to be profitable, and I hope this is going to be something that I'm going to be able to do for a while, because for me it's fun. It's fun to look at this game in kind of a different perspective that I didn't when I was a kid, but also still enjoy it in the same way that I did as a kid, and I hope that's how it is for you guys too. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Why do you guys buy and sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or why are you considering it? And guys, thanks for joining the discussion, and can't wait to see you at the next one. Have a good one.